Today is April 21, 11:14 a.m., and we saw unusual options on COTY, COTY. And you'll notice right away that this stock has been on quite a rally. You'll see from this year all the way, just going very strong on an uptrend, and even staying on the overbought conditions for a good amount of this year already. You'll see on the RSI indicator. Keep in mind, earnings is coming up, and so that's May 9, so there is some risk with that. And if we zoom out a little bit, you'll see it did make a low of 5.9 back here. And then if we look at the weeklies, the 3-year period, you'll see that it's for in just 3 years, this is still, it's making a high for a 3-year historical price. So this is quite high for this stock. It's also on the overbought also on the weeklies, right? So will this rally continue, and how much will it continue? Let's figure that out by looking at these unusual options we saw today. Okay, so let's take a look. On the options tape here, we'll see that this morning there was a lot of these 18 August 11 strike puts you'll see here, done at different times, and lots of quantity. They're all being done either at the bid or ask price. You can't tell for sure whether or not this is a buy or sell, because the bid ask is so narrow that it's when bid ask prices are so narrow, like this is basically a penny wide, that's it, then you can't really, it's too narrow to tell if this was a buy or a sell, or was it done at a bid ask price, especially when there's so many contracts, this high volume being transacted at this time, you'll see. And so what's going on August 18, right? So if we look at it, you'll see here a total of 7,300 or so contracts, right? Well, some of them could be ours because we are also in that position as well, you'll see. And so you'll see here that they are buying this. We believe they are buying it, all right? But some people may think they're selling it. So they're definitely open orders. This volume is greater than the open interest, okay? And so one of the reasons, here's a quick reason we could kind of provide why we think they're buying it. Let's take a quick look at the statistics of today, right? Let's open today's option statistics. You'll see here lots of put buying, right? Here 8,000 compared to the calls. And when you look at the next rows here, this is how many of these options are being traded below it at the bid price. You'll see it's 24%, right? And you'll see at the ask price it's being done at the 52%, right? And between the markets, 22%. Because this is at 52%, it's such a big difference between the bid, and it's skewing more towards the ask price. There is more demand for this being done at the ask price, and so that's why we have a slight bias towards this buying. That's one of the ways we do our analysis, as there are other variables that we look at and other data points we look at, but that's one of them. This is one quick, easy way to look at it, but it's not the only reason. So it's quite complicated to try to decide a buy and a sell. It's not just one thing you can just look at and decide that, but currently we think this is a longer term for August, right? That by August, which is about here, let's go back to the dailies. the daily chart here. August is then right here. So at some point, it should be coming down by August below this 11 point. So at some point by August, we think it's going to be below $11. And so that's why these 11 puts were being bought. And they were being sold for, well, you can get them for about $50 each. And based on your account size and position size, risk tolerance, it's up to you how many contracts you want, right? So, yeah, so hopefully this was helpful and that you learned something while we analyze this together and look at this 11 strike puts. And then that's 119 days away. And so we'll see how this plays out within this time period. It has had such a great rally, and at some point it has to come down, right? So these unusual options are telling us that by August, it should be coming down. Okay. All right. Well, please give us a like if this was very helpful to you. Let us know and comment if you are also in this position. Also, it makes us become more motivated to make videos when people are participating. And so please subscribe if you haven't and hit the bell icon and you'll be notified whenever we see these unusual options. Thank you and take care, everybody.